Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Mahomes now to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 44 yards.
Down Kansas City.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Reeves. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Baker. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Burrow on play action. Buying time to his left. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line. Handoff as they run the counter play. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Chiefs' 36-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. from the shotgun. Joe Burrow. Open target here, Darius Slayton. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And the Bengals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That's another Bengals 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Second and goal from the 1. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do. And
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And this one will be returned to the 38-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They go play action with Burrow. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chiefs nothing.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Burrow will throw. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Gun, it's Mahomes. One that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Burrow. This will be caught at about the 6. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Burrow looking to pass. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down right about the 20. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On 2nd down now, it's Reeves.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Pick up on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal. At the
line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw with Mahomes, forced out to his left. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7.
And McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Play action. It's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
At their 48-yard line.
And they go play action now. Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
He's airing it out for Williams. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. It's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
That's complete to Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Here we go. Let's get it.
Joe Burrow with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try it? The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground, and they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
This will make it into the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
At the 32-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From midfield now, Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time, but now it'll be third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Right back to him on first down. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier. Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
It's first and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky fourth down call. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score. Bengals 28, Chiefs 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Around 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Working from the gun, Mahomes. His throw incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
12 yards there and a first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. From midfield, here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 33 yards that time.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
That man right there, John Ross, remember, he ran the fastest combine 40 in history, 4.22 seconds, and he showed off that speed right there. Wow. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. On first down, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Steps away. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Mahomes, flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he gets this only to the 44. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 15. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
He finds an opening past the 40. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And finally marked down at the 23.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And how about the situation that we're in right now? Because this is the 4th quarter. So you know there's some tired legs out there on defense and probably some tired minds as well trying to chase guys around for 4 quarters. But this is where conditioning athleticism, that separates the good backs from the great backs, and that was an A-plus effort right there.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Reeves. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 10. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Room here to run. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
First and goal at the 6.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bengals, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.